So in this session, what I'm going to discuss the partition matrices, right? Remember, we will be given a matrix, okay? And what I'm going to do here is, suppose we have got a matrix here. Let me take directly one example to understand, okay? So suppose we have got one matrix, you can say M matrix is there, and the matrix is nothing but 1, 2, 0, okay, 3, 0, 1, and 2, 1, 0. So this is a matrix we have been given in the question, right? Suppose you can understand, okay? Then I'm going to talk about partition matrix. From the name itself, this property I'm going to use, right? So partition is one of the property you can use, right? And where do we use this, partition matrix? We have to understand. So you can say this is one of the modern way of multiplying two matrices, right? Yeah, hi Akshay, yes. Good evening, right? So, because nowadays what is there, abundance of data is available, right? So your matrix can be of any size, of any order, okay? So if somebody will ask you, can you find the M square? Can you find the M square? So it is a 3 by 3 matrix, right? So what you will do always is you will try to put here M dot M, right? Means you will multiply two matrices, okay? Okay, it is a 3 by 3 matrix. So you will get M square also 3 by 3, right? Understand? So what you will do, simply what you're going to do here is you will put the matrix again. Okay, let me put by copying and pasting, right? So I'm just going to copy this matrix and put 2 times, right? Sorry, let me write here. Yes. So this is one matrix I have written, right? And the second matrix that again I can paste here. Okay, this is the second matrix. Okay, the same matrix 2 times I have written, right? And we are multiplying. So this is nothing but M square. Okay, understood? You see here what we are doing. So right now 3 by 3 matrix is there. Okay, 3 by 3 matrix is there. So what is the meaning of this partition? You can say partition or block. Okay, understood? Or we are going to divide this big matrix into smaller matrices, right? Smaller chunk of matrices. Okay, so that it will be highly convenient, to multiply two matrices. देखो, because in entire world there are a lot of data available, right? तो आपका जो मैट्रिक्स होगा वो बहुत बड़ा मैट्रिक्स होगा, right? बहुत ही बड़ा मैट्रिक्स होने वाला है of very big size, and if they will ask you can you multiply two matrices, then it will be very hard to multiply if you're going to go for conventional method, जैसे मैं अभी करने वाला हूँ. आप मल्टीप्लाई कैसे करते हो दो मैट्रिसेस को? देखो, रिजल्टेंट मैट्रिक्स आपका क्या आएगा जब आप एम स्क्वायर फाइंड करोगे? So if you are going to multiply this, resultant matrix will be 3 by 3 matrix only, since it is square matrices. So आप क्या करोगे? You will take first row and then first column. You will multiply like this. Okay, so 1 into 1, right? 1 into 1, and then 2 into 3, right? So you can say 6, and then 0 into 2, that is 0, right? So you got this. Then you will do again the same. You will take this first row, multiply with second column, first row multiply with third column, right? Like that. Okay, you will get like this. Okay, then you take second row, multiply with first column, second row multiply with second column, okay, in order to get these okay, element of resultant matrices, right? Okay, so this is the method that everybody knows. Okay, everybody knows how to multiply two matrices if you want to find M square, right? I think Akshay, you are familiar with this technique, right? But one of the properties there that we call it partition, right? So what we are going to do here is we will take a matrix, right? So we can take a matrix here. This is a matrix M. Okay, it's a 3 by 3 matrix. So I'm going to partition this matrix. You see, I'm going to partition this matrix. Okay. After partitioning, we are going to multiply two matrices, right? What we are going to do here is I'm going to partition this matrix. Partition means I'm going to divide this matrix into smaller matrices. Okay, this is a big matrix, 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, and I'm going to divide this matrix into smaller matrices. They are called block. Okay, they are called block. Okay, so you see here I'm going to divide this, okay, like this. So I have divided this matrix into 4 parts. You can see I have partitioned this matrix into 4 parts. You can say the first part is A, the second part is B, you can say, right, and the third part is C, and the fourth part is D. If this big matrix has got partition into 4 parts, right? So what is your M matrix now? You can see your M matrix is now A, B, and C and D. Okay, I hope this makes sense. So I think multiplying 2 by 2 matrix is far easier compared to multiplying very big matrix, right? समझ आया क्या? So what we have done here is we have partitioned this matrix, okay, into four parts. First block is A, and you can see here the A is a matrix only of 2 by 2. B is a matrix where one column is there, right? C is a matrix where only one row is there, and D is a matrix where it is a null matrix. Okay, understood? Now can we multiply it? Okay, now my M became A, B, C, D, right? So we have divided this entire matrix, we have partitioned this entire matrix into 4 parts. ठीक है, अब देखो हमारा M क्या होगा? M square. So you can say that M square is nothing but A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, right? So you just multiply this, okay? You just multiply this, okay? So you can say that, you can write here everything, right? So what you will say? You can say that here, what is A? Where A is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 0. Okay. B is nothing but 0, 1. Okay, these are the matrices only, right? C is nothing but 2, 1, and D is nothing but null matrix. Okay. So you see what is the advantage of this? It is very convenient, you know, to in the question they will give you a very big giant matrix, they will give you, right? A giant matrix, okay? From where you will get giant matrix, you can say you are arranging data, from, you have got huge data available in front of you, right? And you are arranging in the form of matrices, right? So now somebody will ask you to calculate M square, right? Just multiply two matrices. So if you're going to take first row, multiply with second column, first column, then take first row, multiply with second column, first row, multiply with third column, I think you're going to spend whole day to multiply that matrix. Yeah. But in this case, what you're going to do here is you're just multiplying two matrices, right? Okay. So what you can do here is remember, this is very important to understand, right? This is very important to understand. Okay. So you can multiply this. So you just keep in mind, this is nothing but like this. Okay. Okay. Please remember. So A is what? 2 by 2 matrices, right? So we can multiply this M square, we can find, right? What is this M square? Simply you multiply. So M square, let me copy and write in the next slide. So I believe everybody is understanding. ठीक है, तो आपको ये समझना है काफी मैजिकल टेक्निक है. It's a modern, you can say, in modern days this technique is used, okay, because of huge amount of data in front of you. You are talking about deep learning, you're talking about machine learning. So whenever you train your data, right, so you get data from somewhere, right? A lot of data is there, right? और आपको उसको मैट्रिक्स के फॉर्म में अरेंज करना होता है. देन यू नीड टू डू ऑल दीज ऑपरेशंस, राइट? तो अब इसको आप करोगे तो यहाँ पर एम स्क्वायर क्या हो जाएगा? एम स्क्वायर इज गोइंग टू बी, टेक ए, so it will be a square. You take first row and multiply with second column, the first column. So a square plus bc. So first block is a square plus bc, right? Okay. And the second block is going to be what? ab. Okay. ab plus you can say bd. Third block is what? You see, take second row and first column. So this is ca plus dc. Right? And then second, multiplying 2 by 2 is very simple, right? Multiplying 2 by 2 is very simple. ठीक है, तो आपको ये याद रखना है. CD को आप लिए, now multiply with this, so CB plus D square. ठीक है, समझ आया क्या ये चीज? ओके, नाउ यू कैन कंप्यूट हियर, सो जस्ट पुट ऑल दीज वैल्यूज, राइट? सो आप पूरे वैल्यूज को रख सकते हो, ठीक है? तो आप यहाँ पर रख दो। तो ए स्क्वायर का मतलब क्या हो गया? यू आर मल्टीप्लाइंग 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 plus BC is nothing but what? 0 1 and 2 1, right? I think this is clear. Now you go for AB. So AB is nothing but 1 3 2 0, right? You can separately calculate, okay? Need not to write like this, okay? You can separately calculate and put all these values, right? So you will get to know, right? In this case, you know, if any matrix is null matrix, D क्या है आपका? 0 है, तो D स्क्वायर भी 0 आएगा, ठीक है? D स्क्वायर भी 0 आने वाला है, ठीक है? और आपका ये CD जो है, D टाइम्स C, ये भी 0 आने वाला है, क्योंकि D आपका 0 है, राइट? जहां जहां D है वो 0 हो जाएगा, ठीक है? जहां जहां D है दैट इज गोना बी 0, राइट? तो आपको वो लिखना ही नहीं है, ठीक है? तो इतना बड़ा मैट्रिक्स नहीं आने वाला है, सिंपली आप यहाँ लिख सकते हो बी आपका क्या दिया हुआ है? यू नो, बी इज नथिंग बट 0 1, राइट? अब आपको डी नहीं लिखना है, यहाँ पर सी ए आपको लिखना है। तो सी ए में आपका क्या दिया हुआ है? लेट मी टेक दिस, व्हाट इज दैट? सी मैट्रिक्स इज 2 times 1 2 1, राइट? You know, you write 2 1, right? And A is 1 2 3 0, right? You don't have to write this, okay, because this will be 0 only, right? You can check. And then it is CB. So CB is 2 1 and B is nothing but 0 1, right? Okay, so I think this is clear, right? Whether you write yeah, right? Okay, so you can multiply now, right? So it is it is 1 by 2 and this is 2 by 1. Now you can multiply and simplify this, okay? So it's a very simple process that I have told you, right? Understood? So आप देख सकते हो, if you copy this from here and solve this, right? तो आप छोटे छोटे स्मॉलर मैट्रिसेस को आप सॉल्व कर रहे हो बस। तो एम स्क्वायर में क्या दिया हुआ है? एम स्क्वायर। सो now you see what is this? Can you solve this? So solving this will give you basically okay, so if you multiply this, so you will get here as 1 times this, right? So this is 1 plus, okay, this is 6, right? So you can say 7, and this is nothing but first row and second column, so this is 2, okay, and second row first column, so it is 3, okay, and this is going to be 6 plus, if you multiply this, okay, so what you are going to get here is you will get 0 0 2 1, okay? And okay, so here you will get 2 0, right? Here you will get you can say 5 0 plus 0 0, right? I'm not writing that, but you will get here, right? You will get 0 0 only because D matrix is present, so you needless to write all these things. Why to write? Okay, ठीक है, and इसमें क्या आ जाएगा? This will be, you will get 1, right? Fine. So what you have got here is now you can add these two, right? So अगर आप add करते हो इसको add करते हो, ठीक है? तो मैं just copy करूंगा, or else directly we can write here, ठीक है? देखो, if we are simplifying this, so आप देखोगे 7 plus 0 कितना होता है? 7, right? 2 plus 0 2, okay? Now 3 plus 2 5, okay, and 6 plus 1 7, right? I think this is clear. ये तो आपका 2 0 ही रहेगा, ठीक है? Now this is 5 4 and this is 1. So this is the resultant matrix that you have got, right? ठीक है? हालांकि 3 by 3 matrix is given, you can directly multiply also, but my main objective is to explain you, okay? My main objective is to explain you, ठीक है? अच्छा, you understood this process, what I'm trying to say? आपको क्या करना है? You have to partition the matrix into smaller blocks, and those smaller blocks are known as smaller matrices, you can say, of smaller order, right? Small order. So please respond once if you have understood this. Yes, perfect. So it is a part of your data science and AI syllabus, right? You will find one topic is given, right? So that's what I wanted to explain this concept, right? So if you have got a matrix, a very big matrix, okay, you can now check assignments. I will share some questions as well. So a very big matrix will be given, right? I can give you some examples as well, so that you guys can understand, right? So this is very important concept you have to remember, right? Fine. So suppose you have got a big matrix, right? 3 by 3 matrix again you can take, or 4 by 4 matrix. Let me take 4 by 4 matrix again. Therefore, you can directly multiply this matrix. Let me directly multiply as well for you. So here I have multiplied. So first is 7. You can match up, right? You can match up. So first is 7. And if you multiply this, so it is 2 and 0 and 0, right? So it will be 2 only, right? If you take this 0, this is 2, right? Yeah. 7 2 2. Here what you have got? I think you have got 7 2 2, right? So you can match with first, right? So कन्वेंशनल मेथड आपको पता है, पार्टीशन मेथड भी पता होना चाहिए, राइट? तो आपको जो कन्वीनियंट लगे, ठीक है। तो सबसे पहले हम थोड़ा सा इसमें नोट डाउन करेंगे व्हाट इज दिस पार्टीशन मैट्रिक्स एंड ऑल, राइट? सो यू राइट हियर, वी कॉल इट ब्लॉक मैट्रिसेस, राइट? ब्लॉक मैट्रिसेस, और यू कैन से पार्टीशन मैट्रिसेस। व्हाट इज द आइडिया बिहाइंड दिस? आपके पास बहुत बड़ी मैट्रिक्स रहेगी, अ बिग size of the matrix. You can divide into different like smaller matrices, and you can individually solve it and then answer it. Otherwise you might get confused also, right? बहुत बड़ी मैट्रिक्स आती है, okay? I will show you. So block matrices or partition matrices, what it is, often it is often convenient, right? It is often convenient to partition a matrix, M, capital M you can say, into smaller, right? Smaller matrices, okay, smaller matrices called blocks, okay, understood? So these kind of matrices, I when there are subjects in electronics, right, in electrical engineering, right? So whenever we we study those subjects, so these kind of matrix we get, we call it Jordan block and all, right? But we never understood that, okay? But now, people who will, suppose in future some other branch of engineering, they will be watching these sessions, right? So what they will do is they will now understand what is this block matrices, what is the advantage of that, right? Okay, आप देखोगे कि entire matrices are given, right? And we are dividing that matrix, a big matrix, you can say 8 by 8 matrix, 10 by 10 matrix, into smaller blocks, and we are simplifying this, right? So it is often convenient to partition a matrix M into smaller matrices called blocks, okay, using system of horizontal using system of horizontal, okay, matrices, ठीक है? There are so many horizontal matrices, right? You will get to, ठीक है? Next is so I think this is clear, right? Okay. Okay, so there are many choices for writing M as a block matrices, right? There are many choices, okay? And matrix operations on block matrices can be carried out by treating the block matrix entry, okay? So this is second point. This is first point that you have to understand, and you have to remember this also, matrix operations on block matrices can be carried out can be carried out, okay, by treating each matrix as an entry, right? Okay, by treating the blocks as matrix entries. Okay. When I got to see this topic for the first time, I was also not understanding. लेकिन अब इसका advantage समझ में आता है कि at the end of the day we have to deal lot of data. In future once you will become machine learning engineer or AI engineer, right? So at this moment you have to crack the examination, so it will be very simple. They will give you one big matrix and they will ask you compute the m square, right? So you have to find the m square quickly, right? Okay. Okay, so it is often convenient to partition. So this is definition, and this operation when we can perform, we have to treat each blocks as a entry of the matrix, right? That you have to remember. Yeah. Fine. So this is important, and everybody knows that matrix operation like multiplication is not commutative, right? In case of whenever you multiply two matrices, so they are not commutative, they are of different order, right? Okay, that is very important. Like agar a number of column in the first matrix does not match with the number of row, okay, in the second matrix, so you can't multiply those matrices. Suppose AB is there, so you can't write, BA will be different, right? AB and BA both will be different, right? That you have to remember always. Understood? So please remember this. Okay, I hope this makes sense to all. Okay, everybody understood this? Fine. So let me take one more question, right? So suppose we have got a matrix M. Okay, this is a matrix. I'm just going to take 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Okay, 1 0 1, right? And 0 1 2 0. A very beautiful matrix we have got. What they are asking is, can you find m square? What is m square, right? What is going to be m square? Up down, what you will do, you will take first row. That is, like as we are taught, as we are trained, right? Whatever teachers tells you, that those things, right? But if something new is there, you need to adopt that. Okay, so what we can do here is we can partition this matrix, right? So I'm going to partition this matrix, right? So I'm going to partition, I'm going to take this is what is the order of this matrix? 4 by 4, you can say. So you see how I'm going to partition this. So partitioning is going to be done like this. Okay, you can say this is A matrix, B matrix, C matrix, D matrix, right? So my M matrix is now A, B, C, D, right? So this A is a matrix, but I'm treating this as an entry so that you can multiply two matrices, right? So you have to understand this A is nothing but a 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, B is nothing but you can say 3 by 1 matrix. C is nothing but 1 by 3 matrix, and this is 0, right? Any order you can say D, right? So I'm not going to put this order and all here. You have to just treat this as a, okay, you can put these two lines. Okay, so I have divided entire big matrix into 2 by 2 matrices, right? What is this m square, guys? Can you tell now? You can say that m square is going to be A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. So m square is going to be what? A square plus BC, AB, plus BD. BD will be 0 only, so you don't have to compute this, right? Wherever D, because D is 0 here, right? So it's a very simple procedure that we have got. Okay, understood. Now you see this is AC plus DC. Again you can make it 0, okay, because D is there. D matrix is null matrix. आप यहाँ देखोगे तो ये BC plus d square. So d square is again 0, right? So it's a very simple way of solving the question, right? Only you have to multiply 3 by 3 matrix, right? Yeah. अब 3 by 3 का matrix, like you have to find a square plus bc you have to do, right? A square plus bc you have to do, and okay, so let me find out a square. Okay, so you have to find a square plus bc, right? Separately you can find out, right? So you have to compute you have to compute what? Compute, okay, the individual blocks. Okay, compute the individual box and then put it, okay, over there. You will get the answer, right? So a square bc you find out, then you try to find out ab plus bd, then you try to find out ca plus dc, and then you try to find out cb plus d square. So I think you these calculation of these three entries are going to be very easy, right? Because this is nothing but ab, this is nothing but ca, and this is nothing but cv, right? Okay, I hope this makes sense to all. Yes, अच्छा है, you understood this now. तो a b आपको find करना है. B is just a very simple matrix, right? So just you will get one column vector, right, in case of ab, right, when you will take ab. A square bc only you have to calculate. So you can take this matrix. ठीक है? Just I'm going to take this matrix, please. This is a matrix, and I will find out the a square quickly. You can further partition it, but I'm not going to partition and all. Directly we can do. So this is 1. Okay. And I'm going to take again the same matrix and put it here, right, next to this. यहाँ पर भी. You see a matrix, this is a square, right? So what is this, guys? Tell me. You can multiply, so you will get all these things. So it's a very big business, right? So 1, right, and then 8, then 21, so 9, that is 30, right? So I'm just going to write quickly 30, 37, 44, right? How to multiply 3 by 3, some big numbers you will get 81, 96, right, and 102, 127, right, and then 152. Sorry, you will not get this, guys. You will get this after addition of bc as well, right? Some bc you will get, right? Yeah. So this will not be the resultant. Let me write bc as well, then so here b okay. So this is nothing but a square, and this is bc. So b क्या है? What is that? b 101 and c is 012. Okay, so you can say that this is nothing but 101 and c is nothing but what? 012, right? So you will get 3 by 3 matrix here, right? You will get 3 by 3, then only you can add these two, right? B and C, right? Okay, so this is how, sir, can we divide the block in many? Yes, yes, yes. It depends upon you, right? The way you want, right? It depends upon you. Okay, you will get some simplified like 2 by 2 matrices, and then you can quickly solve it. Okay, so once you will get the question, आप बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आपको मिलेंगे and you will try to solve it. मैंने बस आपको समझाया, फर्स्ट टाइम है तो आपको समझना है, एंड द नेक्स्ट टाइम आप देखोगे तो आपको समझ में आएगा. यू कैन रेफर एनी फॉरेन ऑथर बुक्स, राइट? बहुत सारी बुक्स हैं, यू कैन चेक इट आउट. आप अगर आप डेटा साइंस में प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हो, ठीक है, अगर कंप्यूटर साइंस में कर रहे हो, यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट दैट. बट इफ यू आर गोइंग फॉर डेटा साइंस, यू आर इंटरेस्टेड इन, तो ना start from today onwards, like get habituated with these topics. ठीक है, get habituated with these topics. Understood? So fine. So what we can do here is you will get like this. Okay, I'm just writing directly 30, 37, 44, right? Or 66, 81, okay, 96. Okay, after addition, a square plus b, 102, 127, right, and 152, right? This is one block that you can get, and the second block you will get is AB, AB. Okay. I'm just going to write that in that place only. So आपको ये मिलेगा क्या AB? AB will be 4, 10, 16. This is second block, okay, and this block is nothing but the C block, you can say. In case of M square, right? So this is 18, 21, 24, right? Right. Understood. So this is very important to understand, right? So you guys can find out everything, and this will be what? CB. CB will be 2. ये 2 आ जाएगा. तो आप देख सकते हो, you can find out and just okay. ठीक है, तो आई होप अच्छा यू माइट हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस. ठीक है, तो ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट है, एंड यू गाइज कैन फॉलो एनी फॉरेन ऑथर बुक. ओके, यू विल फाइंड पार्टीशन मैट्रिक्स. It's an important property of a matrix, right? When you multiply, okay, a very giant matrix, right? तो आपको ये करना पड़ेगा. ठीक है, फाइन. ये फर्स्ट टाइम आप कर रहे हो, बट नेक्स्ट टाइम से आपको समझ में आएगा सारा का सारा, राइट? सो ग्रेजुअली एज यू मूव अहेड यू विल अंडरस्टैंड दिस. ओके, तो बस मैं एक क्वेश्चन आपको देता हूं. जैसे मान लो आपके पास एक क्वेश्चन है, राइट? मैं आपको बस एक क्वेश्चन दूंगा. यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट दिस, राइट? इट्स अ वेरी बिग क्वेश्चन, बट डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. जैसे एक क्वेश्चन है, just to make you feel why do we need partition matrix. Suppose let M is there, right? A matrix M is there, okay. You can say that what is the order of this? 1, 2, 1, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? It's a very big matrix, right? The matrix M is given, right? It's a very big matrix, you can say. And here also 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 3 and 3, 6. This is 3 and 3, okay, 6, and this is 7th one, right? So you can say how many entries are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, right? So it's a 8 by 8 matrix, you can say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So 8. You can say that this is 0, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's a 8 by 8 matrix I'm considering, right? 8 by 8 matrix, okay? And many entries are zeros, right? So 1, 0, 0, 1, like this, okay? This is a pattern, okay? What you can do here is you can write this as, now you shift this one here and write 0, 0, 0, 0, like this. You shift now this one here, yeah, and you do, okay, this, you write 1 here and this 0, 0, right? Like this you do, okay? Then so if you observe, if you're going to partition this matrix, right? So you will get one identity matrix, right? You will get one identity matrix. आपको अभी हम दिखाते हैं. So fourth row is basically 0, 0, 0, and then this is 1. Now they have introduced one more 1 here, right? So you have to write like this, okay? Fine. Now next one is 0, 0, 0, okay, and then this is 0, and now it is 2, okay. Next one is 1, 0, 0, then 0, 0, 0, right? Now what they are doing is you can see here they are saying that this is going to be 2, 0, 0, right? I have a matrix I'm writing from there only, okay? सो आपको ये देखना है कि कितना बड़ा मैट्रिक्स है, राइट? 8x8 मैट्रिक्स है, एंड यू हैव टू फाइंड एम। दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली। ओके, सो देखो यहाँ पर नेक्स्ट वन इज 0 0 0 0 0 and this is 3 1, and last entry is nothing but all zeros, and this is 3. Okay, so you see this is a very big matrix we have got. It's a very big matrix. Okay, 8x8 matrix. अब आपसे कोई पूछता है can you find, okay, so can you find okay, compute m square, compute m square, तो आप क्या करोगे? Is it possible to compute m square like putting m and then next to one more m, right? And then multiply giant matrix like this, huh? Okay, sometimes you might think, oh my god, it's a very big problem, right? So what you can do here is you can simply partition this matrix. देखो इसको partition करने का तरीका क्या है? If you clearly see till this, okay, if you try to draw line from here, and if you try to draw line from here, right? Okay, it's a 8x8 matrix, but now we have divided this entire matrix into 4x4 matrix. Acha, are you able to understand why I'm writing like this, why I'm dividing, why I'm partitioning like this? आपको कुछ पैटर्न दिख रहा क्या यहाँ पर इस मैट्रिक्स में? इस मैट्रिक्स में आपको कुछ पैटर्न दिख रहा होगा. Are you able to see that pattern? The first matrix, the first block you can say is A. You can say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D, and C आपका क्या है? What is this C? C is completely null, right? Your life is very simple. So I'm just going to show you this M has become what? Right? Let me write here. This M is nothing but A, B, C, D. Okay? अब आपको M square निकालना है, तो M square is what? A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. See, all matrices are 4x4 matrices, right? Yes, C is 0. Null matrix आपको बोलना है उसको, right? After all, we are treating the matrices after partitioning each block we are treating as a entry of the matrix, right? But those matrices of order of 4x4 only, right? तो आप देखो यहाँ से कितना अमेजिंग मैट्रिक्स आ गया, ठीक है? तो आप देखो यहाँ पर ये कितना हो रहा है, दिस इज ए स्क्वायर प्लस BC. So BC अगर है तो उसको आप you can make it 0 only because BC is 0, right? C is 0 means BC is 0, and this is AB plus BD. Okay, and you can see here this is going to be CD. Okay, so you just multiply here, so CA plus C times A plus DB, right? DB. C, I think 1 minute, wait. You take this row and first column, so it is nothing but CA and DC. Oh wow, it is becoming 0 completely, right? Yes, the last block is 0 only. You don't have to worry about that. Yes, you copy all 4x4 null matrix. समझ आया क्या ये चीज? तो ऑप्शन में आपके दिया रहेगा. See, don't worry in the gate exam, right? 4 options will be given. ठीक है, तो आपको तो बस आइडेंटिफाई करना है क्विकली, राइट? तो यू विल बी एबल टू डू. देखो डेटा साइंस के पेपर में सब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन यू विल नॉट बी गेटिंग, राइट? दे विल गिव यू बिग जायंट मैट्रिक्स, राइट? और आपको जब मशीन लर्निंग एंड ऑल, जब व्हेन यू विल स्टार्ट वर्किंग इन इंडस्ट्रीज, राइट, सो देयर यू हैव टू यूज डिफरेंट सॉर्ट ऑफ सॉफ्टवेयर, राइट? बस आपको डेटा को डालना है, यू हैव टू पुट द डेटा and then just use all those concepts and you will get it, but you need to realize, you need to feel it. Okay, manually also आपको feel आना चाहिए कि partition का मतलब क्या होता है. just so you just multiply this, so it is BC, ये भी 0 रहेगा, and D square. ठीक है, fine. So I think now it is clear. So this is going to be a zero matrix only. और हाँ, अब बताना यार, देखो a square क्या होता है. तो अब इसको you can reduce it, okay? You can reduce this into simplified one. Let me show you. So your m square is nothing but this is m square, right? Since your C is zero, right? Okay, since C is zero matrix, it's 4 by 4. तो आप क्या करोगे यहाँ पर m square equal to, you see this is a square, this is ab, and this is 0, okay, all 0, right? All 0, 4 by 4 you can say, right? And this is going to be d square. Understood all? सबको समझ आया क्या ये चीज? So it's a very simple one, right? A square आपको find करना है. And what is this a square? Anybody? See, a square is nothing but I4. Sorry, a is nothing but I4. Yeah? Guys, can you tell me a is nothing but identity matrix of the 4 by 4 order. What is the a square? Can somebody tell me what is a square of any identity matrix? If you take the identity matrix and square it, what you will get? Batao. If you take a matrix, okay, and square this guy, you will get I4 only, guys. Okay. I matrix only, yeah, of the same order, 4 by 4. तो आपका पहला ब्लॉक क्या है? फर्स्ट ब्लॉक, the 4 by 4 giant matrix is gonna be same as M matrix. ठीक है, अब आपको मजा आ रहा होगा कि हाँ सर ये एडवांटेज है. तो जब भी बहुत बड़ा डेटा आपको दिया रहेगा, बहुत बड़ा मैट्रिक्स, one of the largest matrix you will be given, right? So what they will give you, they will put some identity matrix, many entries are going to be 0 and all, right? Some pattern you will be getting, right? Don't worry at all, right? So कोई ना कोई तो पैटर्न होगा. AB plus BD, yes, sorry, I should write AB plus BD. यहाँ पर AB plus BD करेंगे ना. A मैट्रिक्स आपका आइडेंटिटी मैट्रिक्स है, right? So if you multiply any identity matrix with any matrix, so you will get the same matrix only, right? So I think that you can use AB plus BD. Let me see whether it is correct or not. 1 minute. So this is A times, yes, and B, yeah, perfect. A, B and B, D, yeah, perfect. So this is second block okay, of M square. अच्छा, you understood ना AB plus BD ये वाला? Okay, so A is the identity matrix. So देखो, I can directly write now M square is going to be the matrix only. आप अपना matrix copy कर लो सीधा, इसको copy करो. I'm not going to write it, guys. It's a very big matrix, you see. I'm going to manipulate this only here. Okay. अब आपको थोड़ा एफर्ट तो डालना पड़ेगा ना. धीरज सर ने आपको कॉन्सेप्ट तो बता दिया, राइट? देन यू हैव टू पुट योर एफर्ट, राइट? तो ये चीज तो आपका सेम ही रहेगा, राइट? आई कैन जस्ट रब दिस गाय फ्रॉम हियर, राइट? सो दिस विल बी सेम, ये भी सेम रहेगा, बट आपको थोड़ा सा यू हैव टू चेंज दिस, राइट? यू हैव टू चेंज दिस, ओके, एंड यू हैव टू चेंज आल्सो दिस. इसको भी चेंज करना है, ठीक है? सो यू कैन रिमूव ऑल दीज एंट्रीज फ्रॉम हियर. And it's a very simple matrix, right? Because इसको भी remove कर सकते हो. Okay, so only two entries are there. This is nothing but AB plus BD, and this is nothing but D square. Okay. So आप D matrix ले लो, उसको भी partition कर सकते हो. You can simply partition it and get it D square, right? You can further sub partition, right? Partition, right? So it is very simple. Let me show you. देखो, अगर आपको डाउट हो रहा है तो I'm just gonna show you. ठीक है? You take B matrix, okay, and multiply with A matrix, you will get the same matrix, right? You don't have to do anything. And then you take B matrix and multiply with D matrix, right? तो आपका B मैट्रिक्स है, फिर A मैट्रिक्स से D मैट्रिक्स से आप मल्टीप्लाई करना, देन यू हैव टू ऐड इट, राइट? So you can see all entries are 0 only one first row last entry is 1 and तो बी मैट्रिक्स इज वेरी सिंप्लीफाइड मैट्रिक्स. लेट मी फाइंड डी स्क्वायर. कैसे फाइंड करते हैं ये डी स्क्वायर फाइंड करने का तरीका? लेट मी टेल यू, राइट. सो अब spending this much time you will get the answer because some option will be correct. ठीक है, तो आपको डरना नहीं है. ठीक है, ये प्रॉब्लम देखो यार, इट्स नॉट अ सिंपल प्रॉब्लम, राइट. इट लुक्स इट्स अ वेरी बिग प्रॉब्लम. ओके, ये बहुत बड़ी प्रॉब्लम है, बस आपको समझना है. ठीक है, ये यूसी डेविस की प्रॉब्लम है. ओके, यूसी डेविस, डेविस कैंपस यू कैन से. आई टुक फ्रॉम देयर ओनली. सो अब जैसे मान लो ये डी मैट्रिक्स है, you have to find d square. this is d matrix, you have to find d square. so आप क्या करो यहाँ पर, इसको पार्टीशन कर सकते हो simply. what you can do, you can partition this matrix. it's a very simple matrix. देखो यहाँ पर क्या है. actually I get excited by looking at this kind of partition. Your life is very simple. Yeah, are you able to see this partitioning? Using partitioning method, your life is becoming more easier, right? लाइफ में यही सिंप्लिसिटी है. तो मुझे तो ऐसा लगता है कि लीनियर अलजेब्रा, कैलकुलस, प्रोबेबिलिटी इन स्टैटिस्टिक्स, दो आई एम गोइंग टू स्टार्ट प्रोबेबिलिटी इन स्टैटिस्टिक्स, या बी एंड सी आर जीरो, योर लाइफ बिकेम वेरी सिंपल, राइट. तो आप डी स्क्वायर निकालना तो आपके लिए केक वॉक हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो आप इसको लिख सकते हो, यू कैन से पी क्यू आर एस. आप ले सकते हो पी क्यू आर एस. और तो आपको क्या करना है, यहाँ पर लिख लो पी क्यू आर एस. इसको आप बोल सकते हो दिस इज नथिंग बट पी क्यू आर एस. इसको मल्टीप्लाई करोगे तो क्या आएगा, पी स्क्वायर प्लस क्यू आर. ओके, एंड देन okay, so you take this pq plus qs. since q and r are zero, so life is very simple. This guy is nothing but you multiply this and this, so this is rp plus sr. so r is zero, matlab ye entire matrix is gonna be zero, right? I'm just simplify this, that's it. Okay, you multiply this and this, qr plus s square, right? So so what you can do here is simply you can write this as d square became p square, right? P square you have to find, and finding p square is very simple because this is a 2 by 2 matrix. qr is 0, because you don't have to compute, this is completely 0, right? So you can say 0 matrix, right? and here s square. अरे ये तो बहुत सिंपल मैट्रिक्स हो गई. only you have to keep in mind the order, right? अच्छा, you understood this wonderful procedure. तो आप डी स्क्वायर फाइंड कर लो तो आपको हाफ ऑफ द क्वेश्चन इज डन, राइट? हाफ ऑफ द क्वेश्चन इज डन. और इफ यू ट्राई टू टेक दिस आल्सो, मतलब आप इसको लोगे कि सर ये क्या होगा, इसको कैसे कंप्यूट करेंगे, तो आप कर सकते हो, राइट? तो ये डी स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स जो है आपको यहाँ पर रख सकते हो. आप बोल सकते हो कि दिस इज नथिंग बट this is 0, this is 0, right? For 2 by 2 you can say this is 2 by 2, 2 by 2, right? And this is p square and this is pqrs square. Okay, so I believe this is fine for all, right? So you guys can now practice, and let me know if you have any sort of doubt in this partition matrices. So partition matrices is very important matrix, okay? That you can try. So now I'll talk about norms of a matrix. ठीक है, so you guys can now refer anything, okay? In fact, I will share some material as well if you want, right? So you can solve it, okay? You can solve problems as well, right? So basically m square का ही concept अभी first time we have got the syllabus, right? So we can expect some question, a very big matrix they will give you, and they will say what is the m square. तो आपको लगेगा सर कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे, आप कैलकुलेट करो, है ना? एंड शेयर विथ मी इन द ग्रुप, राइट? सो दैट आई कैन टेक अ लुक, राइट? चलो ठीक है, नॉर्म्स ऑफ अ मैट्रिक्स. नाउ वी विल डिस्कस व्हाट इज द नॉर्म्स ऑफ अ मैट्रिक्स. norms of a matrix. देखो, we have discussed norms of a vector, right? Basically, what does this norm tell you? What does this norm describes you, right? So norm basically describes the size of a vector, right? Or what is the length of the vector, right? And if you want to compare two vectors, so you can also find the closeness between two vectors, like how close they are, right? As I told you, you take two pictures, right? So you can understand the error between the two, right? So that is one way of understanding norms, right? So in a similar manner, right? Similarly, I'm going to talk about norms of a matrix, right? So the way we have understood norms in case of vectors, the similar way I'm going to talk about norms in case of right. So अच्छा है, you understood all these points. मतलब पार्टीशन का आइडिया थोड़ा सा आपको लग गया होगा क्या है. Okay, so that partition idea you should know why we are talking about this partition idea. And you try to take, this is UC Davis question I have given you from UC Davis, California. Okay, the main campus. Fine. So now I'll talk about norms of a matrix, right? Yes. So there are different types of norms. Like in case of vector, also we have seen there were different types of norms. Okay, L2 norms. Okay, that is one of the very popular norms that you have to understand, right? Norms of a matrix. Okay, and so let me find one. So in the same manner, I'm going to talk about the norms of a matrix as well. So if you have any sort of doubt, you can ask me, right? So that I can tell you. Compute this norm, right? Okay. So how to calculate the norm of matrix? Okay, so it is very important. Suppose any matrix is given, so it will be very difficult to compute norm of a matrix, right? डायरेक्टली अगर आप कैलकुलेट करना चाहते हैं, राइट? तो पहले हम लोग वी विल सी व्हाट आर द नॉर्म्स वी हैव. So similarly, the way we have discussed norms in case of vectors, so वहाँ पर one norm था, infinity norm था, two norm था, right? And Frobenius norms था, right? And maximum norms, right? So I'm just going to list down these norms, right? So there are various norms, you can say. You can say one norm, right? We denote this as matrix A. This is one here, right? The first kind of a norm. Second kind of a norm you can say is the two norm. Okay, we say like this. This is two norm. Okay, so there are different formulas for each norms that you have to understand. And third one is so any matrix will be given. It can be non-rectangular matrix, it can be square matrix, right? I mean, it can be rectangular matrix, it can be square matrix. So they will ask you to compute norms, right? So if they will specifically mention that yeah, try to compute norms, right? So they will say one norm, two norm or something, or you can simply compute Frobenius norms, right? Or a maximum norms also, or two norms, right? So most of the time we go for two norms. L2 norm we call it, right? L2 norm. The third one is Frobenius norms. Frobenius. So these are the questions that we can expect in data science, you can say. And the fourth one is, guys, the maximum norms. Right? Maximum norms, it will be, see, the name is very big, but the answer is going to be very small, right? The name is very big, but answer is going to be very small. Now the question is, how do we compute, how do we obtain one norm of a matrix, right? So आपको क्या करना है? Let me tell you one norm of a matrix. Of a matrix A, you can say. The very first. So you can easily obtain one norm of a matrix, right? By what you have to do it, you have to sum. Okay. The step number one is what? We can obtain one norm, okay, of a matrix A by summing each column, okay. तो आपको क्या करना है, जितने भी कॉलम्स इनको ऐड करना है, बाय समिंग ईच कॉलम ऑफ ए, okay, and selecting the maximum, okay, selecting the maximum, okay. So any matrix will be given, okay. I'll share question in the group, guys. You guys can solve. So we can obtain one norm of a matrix A by summing all. So मान लो 3 columns are there, you add all 3 columns and see the maximum summation, right? That is going to be the answer, right? So by definition, if you want to write, so mathematically we can show like this. One norm is going to be written as sum of column Aij, where I going from 1 to, you know, small m, right? And this is maximize, right? Maximize, you can say j is greater than or equal to 1 and less than or equal to n, right? Okay, so this is the definition that you have to remember, fine. तो आपको क्या करना है कि वन नॉर्म के केस में, दिस इज द प्रोसीजर फॉर वन नॉर्म, राइट? डोंट यूज फॉर टू नॉर्म एंड ऑल, राइट? ठीक है, ओके. सिमिलरली यू कैन आल्सो फाइंड द इन्फिनिटी नॉर्म, क्योंकि वेक्टर में वी हैव सीन द इन्फिनिटी नॉर्म एज वेल. यहाँ पर मैं मेंशन नहीं किया. फिफ्थ वन इज इन्फिनिटी नॉर्म, infinity norm, right? So infinity norm, how to find infinity norm, right? So infinity norm को कैसे डिनोट करते हैं? Just write this, okay? This is the this is the way we write norm, okay? 4 parallel lines, right? And there is a matrix A, okay? So one norm, Frobenius norm, two norm, maximum norm, infinity norm, right? So if I talk about infinity norm, you can say similarly the same procedure is going to be done for infinity norm as well. Infinity norm of A matrix, right? So what you have to do, you have to, in this case, if you want to find infinity norms, you have to sum. Step what you have to find, you have to sum, we can obtain infinity norm by summing row of a matrix, by summing each row of A, okay, and selecting the maximum, okay. I think this is clear, right? So please remember this, right? आपके पास क्या रहेगा? One norm if you have to find, so what you have to do, you add each column. Suppose there are 3 columns, right? And choose the maximum that is going to be norm, right? One single value you have to get, right? And in case of infinity norm of a matrix A, right? So this is a matrix A. You can take one matrix and you can check all these values, right? Needless to worry about that, okay? So they will give you the matrix and you can find all the things, right, in one go, okay? So we can obtain infinity, we can obtain infinity, sorry, here what I have written, we can obtain infinity norms, I think, right? Infinity norms of A by summing each row of A and selecting the maximum, right? So you can say that this is infinity norm, right? Okay. So you can write here sum Aij, right? Aij, magnitude of Aij you have to take, okay? Always keep in mind this is the magnitude, right? And then you go for your summation is running from j equal to 1 to small n, right? and you have to maximize this. Okay, so here I is greater than or equal to 1 and less than m, right? Okay, so these are the definitions. If you're not able to understand the definition, what you can do, you can directly understood. So please remember this. And what is this 2 norm? Okay, 2 norm of a matrix is very special, guys. Suppose in the question they did not mention anything. ठीक है, जैसे आप whenever any vector is given and they are asking can you find the norm of a vector, you always go for L2 norm, right? By default you go for L2 norm, right? We call it Euclidean norms, right? So here also, if suppose any matrix is given and they are asking what is the norms of a matrix, you calculate L2 norms, right? So but L2 norm or 2 norm, you have to do some extra mile effort, right? तो आप third बोल सकते हो L2 norm, sorry, L square norm, you can say, not L2 like this, L2 norm or 2 norm of matrix. Okay, so how do we obtain this L2 norm? This is very important. So we can evaluate 2 norm for matrix, right? So step you have to follow it. We can evaluate 2 norm of a matrix. Okay, we can evaluate 2 norm of a matrix by taking the largest eigenvalue, by taking the largest eigenvalue. So you have to find the eigenvalue of a matrix, eigenvalue of A transpose dot A, right? A transpose A, right? I think we have done this, right? While finding the singular value of a matrix, है ना? Singular value of matrix हम लोग कैसे obtain करते हैं? We take A transpose A, right? तो आपको A transpose A find करना है, उसका eigen value find करना है, right? You have to find the eigen value of that matrix, and then what you have to do? You have to take the maximum largest eigenvalue, right? Largest eigenvalue, right? Okay, please remember this. A transpose A means what? You are take, suppose any matrix A is given, you have to find the A transpose. तो मैं आपको फिर से बता रहा हूँ, ऐसे क्वेश्चन आ सकते हैं, ये वाला इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि फर्स्ट सेकंड तो आप समझ सकते हो कि one norm is very simple, infinity norm is very simple, but L2 norm is like you need to exercise something, right? So you can expect some question from here. So we can evaluate 2 norm of matrix by taking the largest eigenvalue of A transpose A, right? Okay, and then what you have to do? And compute, okay, compute its square root. Okay, then take the square root of that, right? ओके, तो ये क्या है? ये सिंगुलर वैल्यू टाइप का कॉन्सेप्ट हो गया कि आप आइगन वैल्यू फाइंड करो फिर उसका स्क्वायर रूट लो, राइट? ये सिंगुलर वैल्यू हो गया, तो आपका ये जो L2 नॉर्म है, इट इज जस्ट लाइक अ सिंगुलर वैल्यू ऑफ अ मैट्रिक्स, ठीक है? आई होप दिस मेक सेंस. In that case what we do always is you have to take positive lambda only. Maximum value मतलब क्या है? Positive lambda you have to take, right? मतलब आपको सिंगुलर वैल्यू फाइंड करना है सीधा सीधा, राइट? Okay. The maximum eigenvalue is going to give you the norms of a matrix. I think you are clear with this, right? So mathematically आप क्या लिखोगे? L2 norm is equal to lambda max of A transpose A और उसका स्क्वायर रूट, और इसको आप ऐसे लिख सकते हो maximum value of eigenvalue, maximum eigenvalue, you can say maximum eigenvalue. Maximum, this is the just like a function, you know, f of something. So here eigenvalue of this guy, right? I'm talking about eigenvalue of this guy, A transpose A, okay? So maximum eigenvalue of A transpose A, and take the square of that, so that is going to give you A. तो अब जैसे मान लो आपके पास कोई नॉन स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स गिवन है, नॉन स्क्वायर और रेक्टेंगुलर मैट्रिक्स, ठीक है? अब उसका नॉर्म पूछेगा आपसे, राइट? 2x2 मैट्रिक्स का नहीं पूछेगा, क्योंकि 2x2 मैट्रिक्स का तो ए ट्रांसपोज ए आपको निकालते बनेगा, बट you have to you know you can find this eigenvalue when the matrix is square matrix, ठीक है। तो आपको ए ट्रांसपोज ए जब करोगे तो आपको स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स मिलेगा। या गुड इवनिंग छत्री, या आई थिंक यू आर लेट, राइट, ठीक है। तो आपको समझना है, तो दीज कॉन्सेप्ट्स आर रियली अमेजिंग, दे टचेस, दे माइट टच योर हार्ट, राइट, और आपको एक फीलिंग आती है कि हाँ ये चीज है। तो L2 नॉर्म बाय डिफॉल्ट आप याद रखना, L2 नॉर्म, राइट, L2 नॉर्म है। L2 नॉर्म का मतलब क्या है, आपको ए ट्रांसपोज ये इट्स लाइक अ सिंगुलर वैल्यू, इट इज व्हाट, इट इज अ सिंगुलर वैल्यू ऑफ अ मैट्रिक्स। मैं यहाँ लिख भी देता हूँ, singular value of a matrix. Okay, so I have told you singular value, so I think you should not feel, okay, ठीक है। I hope this makes sense to you. So this is very important. Okay, so now next is Frobenius norms, right? Frobenius norms. तो देखो, एक तो आपको आएगा मतलब L2 नॉर्म, राइट, L2 नॉर्म, लेकिन मैट्रिक्स के केस में आप देखोगे फ्रोबेनियस नॉर्म्स को हम लोग यूक्लिडियन नॉर्म्स ही बोलते हैं, राइट, L2 नॉर्म्स को यहाँ पर नहीं बोलेंगे, याद रखना। तो या कि आप जस्ट रिमेंबर दिस, ओके, सो यू कैन से फ्रोबेनियस नॉर्म्स, फ्रोबेनियस नॉर्म्स, Frobenius norms sometimes called as Euclidean norms, right? Euclidean, right? Sometimes we call it of a matrix A is also called as Euclidean. Euclidean norms, right? Understood? So how do we compute these Frobenius norms? ये बहुत सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट है, ठीक है। आपको क्या करना है, ए ट्रांसपोज ए फाइंड करो, ठीक है, कोई मैट्रिक्स गिवन रहेगा, गिवन ए मैट्रिक्स, ओके, गिवन ए मैट्रिक्स। The first step is what? The first step is find A transpose A. Second matrix is what? Find the trace of A transpose A. What is the meaning of trace of A transpose A? Summing diagonal element, right? Sum of diagonal element of A transpose A. अब देखो यार, सारे स्टेप्स मैं लिखे दे रहा हूँ, राइट, सो यू डोंट हैव टू वरी अबाउट दैट, ओके। As we are preparing for gate examination, so in air we can't talk everything, हवा में बात नहीं करना है, राइट, आपको हर चीज लिखना भी है, ठीक है। तो मेरे पास तो आई डोंट हैव एनी पीपीटी एट दिस मोमेंट, आई एम जस्ट राइटिंग एवरीथिंग, राइट, सो यू नो, एंड पीपीटी से पढ़ाना भी मुझे थोड़ा सा अच्छा नहीं लगता, आई डोंट लाइक दैट, ओके, बट इट्स ओके। मैथमेटिक्स टीचिंग इज लाइक, यू नो, यू नीड टू राइट एवरीथिंग सो दैट वो अंदर फील होता है कि हाँ, नहीं, पीपीटी में सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है तो फिर समझ आया ना। तो फ्रोबेनियस नॉर्म्स ऑफ अ मैट्रिक्स इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज यूक्लिडियन नॉर्म्स, राइट। तो आपको क्या याद रखना है, गिवन ए मैट्रिक्स फाइंड ए ट्रांसपोज ए, ये तो आपको उसमें भी करना है, L2 नॉर्म में भी, राइट। ट्रेस इसमें निकालना है, उसमें क्या निकालना था, आइगन वैल्यू, मैक्सिमम आइगन वैल्यू, एंड उसमें सिंगुलर वैल्यू फाइंड करना है, इसमें ट्रेस निकालना है ना। और ट्रेस आप कैसे निकालते हो, आप आइगन वैल्यू निकाल लो, उसको सम कर दो, या कि ट्रेस निकाल लो, दोनों सेम है, ठीक है। तो आप ट्रेस निकालो, ज्यादा सरल है, डोंट गो फॉर आइगन वैल्यू, क्योंकि आइगन वैल्यू निकालोगे फिर उसको ऐड करोगे, बेटर टू ऐड दिस, बेटर टू यूज दिस प्रॉपर्टी। एंड तीसरा स्टेप जो रहेगा उसमें क्या रहेगा, जो आपको फ्रोबेनियस नॉर्म्स आने वाला है, दैट विल बी स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ ट्रेस ऑफ ए ट्रांसपोज ए, ठीक है, दिस इज द फ्रोबेनियस नॉर्म्स। तो फ्रोबेनियस नॉर्म क्या हो जाएगा, ट्रेस ऑफ ए ट्रांसपोज ए, इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल मेथड। आपको कोई मैट्रिक्स अगर दी है, यू कैन फाइंड आउट दैट, ये भी फ्रोबेनियस नॉर्म्स इज आल्सो वेरी सिंपल। तो हो सकता है क्वेश्चन में, देखो ऑप्शंस में आपको यू कैन एक्सपेक्ट सम एमएसक्यू क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम हियर, राइट, एमएसक्यू, ठीक है। तो ये मैट्रिक्स दिया है, उसमें फ्रोबेनियस नॉर्म्स भी कैलकुलेटेड है, उसमें L2 नॉर्म भी कैलकुलेटेड है, राइट, उसमें। तो यू हैव टू चूज ऑल दिस थिंग, you have to be very careful, guys, okay? I will share some question, you can try all norms, right? And let us see what kind of question they might give us, right? ठीक है। तो फ्रोबेनियस नॉर्म फॉर मैट्रिक्स ए इज आल्सो कॉल्ड एज यूक्लिडियन नॉर्म्स। और उसमें क्या करना है आपको, ए ट्रांसपोज ए मैंने सिखा दिया है, आप देख सकते हो अपना सिंगुलर वैल्यू डिकम्पोजिशन का जो एक लेक्चर था, दैट आई थिंक एवरीबॉडी माइट हैव एंजॉयड, राइट। तो आप लोग देखो चीज। Now the last, okay, which is last one is, you can say, maximum norms of A. Maximum norms of A, right? ये तो बहुत सिंपल है, स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड, राइट। यहाँ तो आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, आपका सिंपल एक मैट्रिक्स दिया रहेगा, सबसे लार्ज एंट्री जो होगी वही मैक्सिमम नॉर्म ऑफ ए हो जाएगा, राइट। इट्स अ वेरी सिंपल, राइट। सो लेट मी राइट हियर, वी कैन ऑब्टेन दिस गाय, we can obtain maximum norm of matrix A, okay, by simply taking the largest value of a matrix A। तो बहुत सिंपल है भाई। अगर मान लो कोई पूछता है, एक मैट्रिक्स दी हुई है, मान लो 1 2 3 4 5 6, गाइज व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम नॉर्म्स हियर, इसका मैक्सिमम नॉर्म्स क्या हो जाएगा बताओ, व्हाट इज ए मैक्सिमम? यस, एनीबॉडी? अच्छा अच्छा, 3, कोई भी बता सकता है, 1 2 3 4 5 6, व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमम नॉर्म्स ऑफ दिस गाय? So we can obtain maximum norms of a matrix A by simply taking the largest value of A, ठीक है। हाँ बस, और याद रखना हमें क्या लेना है, मैग्नीट्यूड लेना है, राइट। तो ये 6 हो जाएगा। तो आप डेफिनेशन लिख सकते हो यहाँ पर, मैक्सिमम नॉर्म्स की डेफिनेशन क्या है, इज गोइंग टू बी इक्वल टू magnitude Aij, right, and here you have to maximize I and J, okay. So this is the end of the session, guys. If you have any sort of doubt, please let me know, right? Or tomorrow will be the last session on LA, right? Some topics will be there, right? So that I'm gonna talk and I will give you the concluding remark, right? Okay, that will not be my final lecture on LA. In future, I will be more improvising and I will be offering more courses on linear algebra. But this is the, I'm exposing to you first time, right? You guys are getting exposed to, okay? But I have exposed everywhere the linear algebra, right? So day by day we are improving on it, right? चलो, तो देखो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं मैंने आपको बताई हैं, जैसे आइगन वेक्टर का कॉन्सेप्ट हो गया। आपके मैट्रिक्स में केवल 3-4 चीजें बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, दैट यू हैव टू रिमेंबर। एक तो आपका यू कैन से सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स हो गया, राइट। सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स एक बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट होता है। दूसरा आपका ऑर्थोगोनल मैट्रिक्स है, ओके। ऑर्थोगोनल मैट्रिक्स आपके पास बहुत अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट है। तीसरा आपको आइगन वैल्यूज एंड आइगन वेक्टर्स, yes, अच्छा है, yeah, we can take one question, right, in the next session, certainly from singular value decom, yes, I remember, yeah। तो आपको पूरे मैट्रिक्स में सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स इंपॉर्टेंट है, ऑर्थोगोनल मैट्रिक्स इंपॉर्टेंट है, राइट, और सिंगुलर आइगन वैल्यूज एंड आइगन वेक्टर। अब आपको लगता है व्हाई आइगन वेक्टर इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट, ऐसा क्या है, मैं आपको बताया भी हूँ, राइट। आइगन वैल्यूज and eigenvectors, right? These vectors are very important, right? Any matrix you take, that matrix is being operated on certain vectors, right? So you can get rotation as well, right? अगर मैं आपको ऐसा मैट्रिक्स कोई देता हूँ, right? Suppose this is a matrix 1, sorry, suppose I'm giving you the matrix 0 1 minus 1 0, right? So guys, can you tell me what kind of eigenvalue you can expect from here? What will be the nature of the eigenvalue? Anybody? अच्छा है, can you tell me here? और क्या ये matrix, if you take this matrix and multiply with some vector, right? So can you expect some can you expect the property of eigenvector here? What kind of matrix is this? पहले आपको ये identify करना है, ठीक है? देखो, अगर मैं इसी मैट्रिक्स को ऐसा लिख देता हूँ कि 0 1 1 0, राइट, तो होल आइडिया गेट्स चेंज, राइट? रिमेंबर, ये दोनों मैट्रिक्स बहुत ही स्पेशल मैट्रिसेस हैं। पहला मैट्रिक्स क्या है आपका? पहला मैट्रिक्स, हैव यू सीन दिस काइंड ऑफ मैट्रिक्स? फर्स्ट मैट्रिक्स, सेकंड मैट्रिक्स आपका सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स है, राइट? तो आइगन वैल्यूज आपकी रियल आएंगी, राइट? रियल वैल्यूज। बट फर्स्ट मैट्रिक्स आपका थोड़ा सा अलग मैट्रिक्स है, इसको बोलते हैं एंटी सिमेट्रिक, और वी कॉल इट स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक एज वेल, राइट? स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स। तो उसके जो आइगन वैल्यूज आते हैं, दे आर प्योरली इमेजिनरी आइगन वैल्यूज, राइट? तो प्योरली इमेजिनरी आइगन वैल्यू मतलब सीधा सीधा वेक्टर क्या हो रहा है, दैट इज 90 डिग्री फेज शिफ्ट आपको आएगा। कोई एक वेक्टर मान लो ऐसा है, राइट? सपोज वन वेक्टर इज देयर, आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग यू। सपोज दिस इज अ वेक्टर हियर, राइट? सपोज एक्स वेक्टर इज देयर, and if you multiply a into x, so this vector will go here. Remember, this is ax. Suppose a is given like this, okay? 0 1 minus 1 0, ठीक है? तो अगर आप कोई स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स होता है, राइट? स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स, ओके? तो अगर आप किसी भी वेक्टर से मल्टीप्लाई करवाते हो तो दैट वेक्टर गेट्स रोटेटेड बाय 90 डिग्री। याद रखना, इस तरह क्वेश्चन आ जाते हैं, ठीक है? तो 9 आपको आइडेंटिफाई करना है कि ये मैट्रिक्स स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स का है। तो स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स के जो आइगन वैल्यूज आएंगे वो क्या होंगे? मैंने एक सर्कल बताया था आपको आइगन वैल्यूज याद करने का, राइट? कि अगर स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स है तो उसके प्योरली इमेजिनरी, गेट में क्वेश्चन डायरेक्ट आ जाते हैं, ठीक है? तो 90 डिग्री का आपको आता है। अगर मान लो इफ यू हैव गॉट ए मैट्रिक्स एज 0 1 0 1 0, राइट? तो ये आपका कैसा सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स है। तो अगर आप मल्टीप्लाई करते हो तो you can understand that either it can change its direction or it can gets rotate, I mean stretching भी आ सकता है या कि सेम पैरेलल हो सकता है। ax equal to lambda x you can expect, right? so these are the stories। so अगर different type of, तो ये बहुत ही important है। अगर आप स्क्यू सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स को आगे आप देखोगे, ठीक है, तो उसमें एक कॉन्सेप्ट और आएगा जो मैं कल डिस्कस करूंगा, पॉजिटिव डेफिनेट मैट्रिक्स का कॉन्सेप्ट, राइट? तो सिमेट्रिक मैट्रिक्स और पॉजिटिव डेफिनेट मैट्रिक्स कॉन्सेप्ट हम लोगों को सीखना है, ठीक है? तो पॉजिटिव डेफिनेट नेक्स्ट क्लास में होगा। ये हो जाता है। अब जैसे आइगन वेक्टर इतना इंपॉर्टेंट क्यों है, व्हाई आइगन वेक्टर इज सो इंपॉर्टेंट? तो हम लोग जानते हैं कि कोई भी वेक्टर है, अगर कोई मैट्रिक्स, इफ यू आर मल्टीप्लाइंग दैट वेक्टर, सो यू विल गेट लैम्डा टाइम्स एक्स, राइट? अब कोई पूछता है भैया ए स्क्वायर एक्स, अब मान लो तुम्हारे पास मैट्रिक्स ए स्क्वायर है, राइट? सपोज ए मैट्रिक्स इज गिवन एंड हुज आइगन वेक्टर इज एक्स, राइट? सपोज दे आर आस्किंग व्हाट इज द आइगन वेक्टर ऑफ हियर ए मैट्रिक्स का आइगन वेक्टर एक्स है, राइट? तो सपोज somebody will ask what is the आइगन वेक्टर ऑफ 1000, a raised to power 1000, you can say what is the आइगन वेक्टर ऑफ दिस, वेक्टर ऑफ दिस, राइट? इसका आइगन वेक्टर क्या होगा? तो आप सोचोगे सर कैसे फाइंड करेंगे, राइट? तो आपको पता होना चाहिए कि यहाँ पर अगर 8000 से तो इसका आइगन वेक्टर क्या होगा? सेम ही आएगा, राइट? बस ये इसका आइगन वैल्यू चेंज हो जाएगा, ठीक है? आइगन वेक्टर विल बी सेम। यू टेक द स्क्वायर ऑफ द मैट्रिक्स, राइट? ए स्क्वायर एक्स इक्वल टू लैम्डा स्क्वायर एक्स। तो मान लो कोई मैट्रिक्स गिवन है, उसके आइगन वेक्टर्स दिए हैं, आइगन वैल्यूज दिए हैं, बट what will be the eigenvector of a square, a cube? so this is the property of eigenvector, right? ठीक है, तो ये सब आपको याद रखना है, बहुत सारी चीजें। so it's okay, we'll meet in the next session. Thank you so much guys. If you have any sort of doubt, please let me know now, right? It's a doubt, any doubt from this session, right? And please try to collect all the doubt because tomorrow is going to be the final session for you guys, right? In future I might take some problem solving sessions once the mathematics will be concluded, right? लेकिन अभी के लिए सारा फिनिश्ड है, आप पूरे डाउट मुझसे पूछ सकते हो, तो ट्राई टू लुक एट ऑल PYQs, जो भी क्वेश्चन आपको नहीं आते हैं, देन लेट मी नो, राइट? थैंक यू।